Hello and welcome to a new lesson. What is the concept of constituent in a sentence? Lecture 4. It is a part of the series of lectures in the subject matter of syntax. Let's discuss the topic. What is constituent? The word constituent refers to being a part of a whole. It means that constituent is the same as that of part. Both constituent and part carry the same meaning. The plural form of part is parts, and the plural form of constituent is constituents. Please support by joining the channel. Your financial contributions are greatly appreciated and truly support the cause I stand for in promoting self-learning. By becoming a member, you will gain the opportunity to delve deeply into subjects such as linguistics, literature, and other fields of knowledge. Our members-only videos are recrafted to simplify the complex linguistic concepts. Thank you for your support. Now let's discuss the current topic. We continue our discussion. What is whole? Now let us understand the concept of whole. The word whole refers to being all of something, something that is complete in itself. In other words, entirety of something. That is basically the idea of the concept of something being whole. We continue our discussion in the same respect. What is the relationship between whole and part? Now let us discuss the idea of whole and part, what we call constituent. Is there any relation between the concept of whole and part? Does something as a whole complete in itself, or parts, constituents of something contribute to the making of whole as something? We move on to the next point of discussion. Synthesis of parts. For sure, any complete thing in itself is the result of the arrangement of parts or constituents. Without the synthesis of parts or constituents, something is impossible to be completed in its entirety. Now we talk about structure of whole. Thus, we come to the point of intellectual conviction that the structure of whole of something is divisible into parts, what we know them as constituents. This idea of a structure of something as a whole can be applied to anything. That anything may be something that is simple or complex. It may refer to a bicycle, a chair, a mobile, or even a car, or for that matter, an airplane. When we say of a thing that is complex, we don't mean that it is complicated, though it may be complicated sometimes, but that, we continue, concept of whole. It is divisible into parts. We call them constituents. There are different kinds of parts or different categories or kinds of constituents. The parts, constituents, are arranged in a specifiable or a special way. That each part, constituent, has a certain specifiable, special, particular function in the structure of thing as a whole. Move on to the next point of discussion, that is structure of bicycle as a whole to understand the concept. Let us have an example of bicycle to understand the concept of parts, constituents to the structure of bicycle as a whole. A bicycle can be analyzed into many ways, in many different ways. One of the best ways in which a bicycle can be analyzed is to divide the structure of bicycle into major parts, constituents, such as wheels, a frame, a chain, handlebars, among other things. We continue. A structure of part. Here in this case we talk about wheel as a part of the bicycle, constituent of the bicycle. Well, tire, a rim, spokes, hub and valve are constituents of a bicycle, but they are constituents of bicycles only because they are constituents of the wheel, which in turn is a constituent of the bicycle. The relationship between tire, rim, spokes, hub, valve and bicycle is indirect, mediated by wheel. There is no direct connection between the bicycle and the rest of the parts, constituents of the wheel. Thus we come to the point that specifying the function of constituents is an important part of structural analysis of an object, of a thing. We continue our discussion. Concept of constituent part in a sentence. The same technique is being applied when it comes to the point of analyzing the structure of a sentence. It is very important to understand the part constituent of a sentence. Then we should proceed to study the parts, constituents of that specific part constituent, in this case the wheel. We keep going down to break each part constituent into further parts and then assess the role of each constituent in the making of a thing. This is basically the idea of concept of constituent in a sentence. In my next lecture, I will talk about constituents of a sentence in detail. On the basis of what we have discussed, wheel as the constituent of the bicycle. Hope you understand the concept. Thank you and goodbye. The channel caters to the academic needs of those students who have opted for English language and English literature as their compulsory courses of studies at the graduate and postgraduate levels. The channel also provides the educational needs of students in media, economics, computer and medical sciences who have selected English language as a mandatory course at the graduate level. It also offers valuable teaching resources to university lecturers and professors. Utmost attention is paid to design lessons after extensive studies from diverse authentic sources. If you find the videos valuable, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Your engagement is crucial in the manner I conduct research and put forth efforts in preparing the lessons. Please support me by joining the channel if you find my content valuable and worthwhile. Your financial assistance will definitely help me stay focused and motivated. Thank you for being part of our learning community. Let's achieve academic success together.